Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back doing another live trade. This one is the pound yen, as you can see down at the bottom, and today's date is May the 7th. No strong news in this morning, and it's approximately 9:15 in the morning. So about 15 minutes ago I took the trade right in here, and as you can see with my new super trigger, it works great, very easy to find a trade, and for only 15 minutes so far I am up approximately around 19 pips. And by the way, this is the ADR. Maybe we'll get lucky, it'll hit it and turn a dark red. It'll be a thick red like this line here, so hopefully we can see that happen. I was following my rules that I teach in the training videos for the super trigger. Here's the super trigger here, and this particular one here has the meter and this one does not. And of course this is my original PIP trigger, which is somewhat similar to this but more indicators. That's the only difference. So it comes with the meter and without the meter. So it just depends on if you want to apply the meter or not. So I've already done all the work, made it quite easy. All you got to do is click on these templates. So now it's just a waiting game and see if I can grab some more pips. I'm not too greedy, but anywhere between 20 and 30 pips is a general rule. I'm happy with that. And right now I'm up 21 pips. PIP trigger's telling me it should continue to go down and break this ADR. That's why it's stalling right now. It's approaching this ADR low. So if it doesn't break it, then I'll just forget about it and close the trade. I am well rested as I've taken a grand total of, it was a short vacation, 6 days. Went up north and had a really good time between visiting cousins and family and brother, and I was way up in Sudbury, Ontario. I went to the nickel mine and all that, so it was quite something. It was a wonderful 6 days vacation. As I've said many times in my videos, you can work 1 or 2 days a week and take 5-day weekend, which is more or less what I did. I worked a couple of days last week and I took 6 days off. Forex Nelson is back, and it's very, very close to the ADR. And once it breaks through here, then it should pick up momentum and drop like down more. So we can just have to wait and see what's going to happen right here. It's about 9:20 in the morning now. I was trying to catch it as it turns red here. It's about 1 more pip. There we go. As you can see, it did hit it, and I'm hoping it can continue to go down. But as I said, there's no news today, so there's nothing to drive it like quickly. Let's see what I'm up now. 19 pips. It goes through little cycles. Might come up to about here, hook around and continue to go down. So as I said, it's just a waiting game. Forex Nelson is back, and I'm seeing that it's stalling out here. Now, one of two things you can do is either just close the trade down, but you must manage the trade. So today I'll probably just close out half my lots and put my stop to plus a couple of pips. For you traders who don't really know how to do that, some people have been asking me, how do you do that? So you just click on this little X down here, and whatever number of lots you have in here, just change it. So I did 10, so now you can just do 5. Just put a 5 in here and then just press, so it's 5. Now I'm just going to press close. You just press OK. And now what you can do is just take your stop and just put it a couple of pips. Don't know what that is. As long as you're below the green line. Now I cannot lose. So now you just, how many pips is that? That's like 18 pips. And then of course, if it comes back and kicks me out, I'll end up with two pips. So now you can walk away from the computer and no big deal. You can look at a higher time frame to see where it possibly could go. Can't see anything there. 4 hours, here we go. We're at this point right here. So this general area, which is about another 20 pips, or this general area, which is around 35. So the pip triggers, super trigger, excuse me, so used to saying the pip trigger, but the one I'm using at the moment is a simplified version of the pip trigger. Just minus some of the indicators, but a unique way to trade the awesome oscillator. I never, in the other previous videos, I did not teach it this way, but it's something I learned over the past 6 weeks or so. And then I put all the videos together. There's like 30 training videos and a very unique way to trade the awesome oscillator, which by the way has a built-in alert. This is a custom indicator. It's not on the platform. And you got built-in alerts, like you just have to turn either one of these on or both. This will be for the signal line, and this will be the zero line. Right here, the zero line. So when it crosses from here to here, you'll get a pop-up alert. So as an example, pop-up alert right there, and then as I teach in the videos how to enter the trade. Now mind you, I don't trade directly off the 4 hours. I would be doing what I just showed you there down on the 15 minutes or the 5 minutes. So we're back here then. When it changes, then you would just get in the trade. You'll get a pop-up alert and then you get in. And you'd be up right now 70 pips. But I'm not trading in this area. This is the London. I'm sleeping. And I missed this rate in here. I slept in a little bit because I had a long trip back. It was a five hours driving. As you can see, it's starting to break through. So what I got on my first half, which was close to 900, plus there's 1,000 here, so we're approaching, I don't know, 1,900, something like that. When I close the trade, I'll show you the totals. While we're waiting for the trade to complete, I just wanted to show you just a couple of pictures. This is a very famous nickel. Sudbury is famous for mining, underground for nickel. And this is a famous tourist attraction. A lot of people go here every year, where you can get a tour and you can go under the ground and you can see the mine and whatnot. And this is the walkway that goes up to the big nickel here. My wife Angela here. And as you can see on the next picture, here it is right here. It's the nickel back in 1751 to 1951. That's 200 years. And I've got a couple more pictures of, this is a huge nickel. Here it is right here again. Just wanted to show you. It's a big attraction up in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. So if you ever make it, make sure you go to this tourist attraction. Just punch in Big Nickel in Sudbury. And it was a beautiful day also. Lots of sun. Took a picture of the other side, and it's pure nickel. Very heavy and very huge, very large nickel. There's a lot of pictures, but I don't want to bore you too much. So just wanted to show you this because this is quite interesting. So let's go and take a look at our trade and see how we're doing on this wonderful day. Let's see. Looks like it's continuing down, just like my super trigger is telling me it's going down. So there was around 900 and now 13. That's about 2,200 I'm up. One trade. Let's see how many pips I'm up. Got in here 31 pips. So now what you can do is, and it's very important, just click on this stop. This is your stop loss. Just click on it and you're going to put it to the previous pivot high right here. So it's very, very simple. Just click, drag, and drop, and then press OK. Or press modify, and then that is done. This could be my one trade of the week, you know, $2,000 or $3,000, and I can goof off and take another 6-day vacation. I'm not going to do it because I just got back, but this is what I love about trading. Work 1 or 2 days and you can definitely take 5 days a week off. And this super trigger, it just keeps producing winner after winner. It does for me, and that's because I follow the rules. And you have to analyze the awesome oscillator here, and once you follow the rules and take the trade, and then you have to manage the trade, which is, I just showed you how to close out half the lots and how to move your stop around. So even if it came back out, let's say I left and it came back in a couple hours. If it came back and kicked me out, on the other 5 lots I would still make 13 pips. Now what I'm going to do is, if it goes down and then comes back up and gives me another pivot right here, another swing high, I will move it maybe down to here, or wherever that pivot point is. And then you can just manage it for the, it's only 9:44 right now, and this thing, it already hit the ADR, so, you know, I don't know, it can go another 50 pips. Nobody knows. All you can do is get in the trade, manage a trade. And don't forget to manage your, you have to trade management, money management, and the proper mindset. Make sure you get those 3 in order, and the PIP trigger and the super trigger. All my triggers will work fantastic for you. But make sure you get those first 3 things in order. It's very, very important. Forex Nelson is back. I decided to close the trade for no real particular reason one way or the other, that I'm basically just happy with the totals. There was a wick here and it did hit the ADR, and to show you the two, how I managed it, 10 lots I broke it in half. The first 5 lots I ended up with 782 and change, and the other 5 lots I just closed it out at 1,008, which is 1,790. So it's very good after coming back from your vacation. A great way to start the trading. It's only Tuesday, and I will be doing some more trades and adding up some more pips as the week goes on. So this is where I took the trade with a 20 pip stop, which was right here approximately. I exited the first 5 lots with 18 pips, and the other one I ended up with 22, almost 23 pips. So all in all, roughly 22 pips, and it could go up now, or it could easily continue to go down, but that's okay. Not a big deal. 20 to 30 pips, I'm happy with that. No losers. There's only one trade, so. And there it is, you see down at the bottom, using my new super trigger. Works fantastic. If you have any questions and you want to know more about the super trigger, all you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this Word doc right here. It's a PIP trigger full package, which I do charge $250 for, and there is well over 23 gigabytes now that I've included the Not only do I teach how to trade my original PIP trigger, but also how to trade the super trigger. There's 390 training videos done by me, and then of course there's 20 bonus videos. You will get an exact copy of the trigger, both triggers, on your platform. It'll look exactly like this, and I can certainly help you if you need help using TeamViewer. Now there are 13 versions of my PIP trigger. Works out to just $20 a system, quite cheap. Now there are 17 MT4 templates, 21 indicators, custom indicators, and of course 4 meters. And they're all good, but the one I use is the one I like the most. You can pick the one that you like the most. Now there are many ways to trade, and you can put it on pause and you can look at all the different ways that I teach how to trade. This is what you need. You need a lot of training, a lot of education, and many different ways to trade. This is what you need to become a successful trader. And don't forget the $1 million trade plan. That's where you're doing only one trade a day for 10 pips. And you can take a $1,000 account and in 10 months turn that into $1 million. I teach it step by step exactly how to do it. And of course there's a lot of reading material for you traders who like to read. A lot of books and Word documents. So if you have any questions about the both triggers and the $1 million trade plan, all you got to do is phone me directly, and if you live too far, just send me an email. And I do prefer Skype, and please make Skype contact. There is a link below here, this video, and all you got to do is click on it and it'll send me a Skype invite, like for us to get connected. And through Skype I will give you a free session. That's right, you heard me right, free session, and I will show you more about the PIP trigger and super trigger and answer your questions. There's no obligation, so you don't have to buy anything. I'll just attempt to help your trading, improve your trading. So all you got to do is get in contact with me. So that wraps up this video, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading.